Hey, Kurt.
Hey,
Good. How are you?
Hello.
hello. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you coping with everything? With the pandemic
Uh,
and everything?
we're delivering our answer to help us cope. That's
Yes.
what we're
Yes.
doing. Getting active, realizing that this might be a while. It's disproportionately affecting us, and trying to be proactive.
Definitely, definitely. Well, nice to meet you. I actually interviewed you in the past for Exo Nicole. My name is Kirby. I'm excited about the interview. So thank you for taking the time out.
Absolutely. Good to speak with you again, Kirby. How have
Yeah,
you been
I've
handling it? How have you
been
been
good.
coping?
Trying to stay busy. That's what I've been doing. So yeah, yeah. So tell me, I mean, I was really surprised to learn more about this. What interests you in this project and what connected you with it with Snapcom?
Well, I'm the co-founder of the company,
Yeah.
and I've been an entrepreneur since I quit being a stockbroker. I
Mhm.
had two standard jobs before I became an actor, one of which was a professional athlete, played professional football. I had an injury, and then I became a stockbroker. And for both of those jobs, I relied on this huge organization to provide most of the stuff that allowed me to do my job well.
Right.
When I became an actor, I entered a profession where, more than 50% of the heavy lifting was supposed to be done by me. Yeah, I had an agent and a manager and a lawyer that helped. And as I got those things, it got easier.
Right.
Um, and that informed me for this next transition.
Mhm.
Once I became an actor, I ended up on set for 12 hours a day, but only actually doing my job for about 30 minutes to an hour of that 12 hours is acting. The other 11 hours, you get to think a lot about other stuff.
Right.
And I started thinking about being productive with the rest of that time and watching the people on set. And over the first 10 years of my career, I just saw people more and more and more living in their phones between the breaks. When I started, there were no cell phones that everybody would run to. Everybody would run to Crafty and talk
Mm-hmm.
and exchange business cards, and you'd hear conversations over lunch about what people were doing. They were engaging, they were networking, and they were building other brands, businesses outside of acting.
Yeah.
The cell phone took that over, and everybody just started looking in their phone, just engaging with the apps.
Yeah.
And what I realized about the apps is they're not there for productivity. They're there to figure out information about us and then give it back to their clients, the people that are paying the apps, to get us on them for free. We don't pay for Facebook and Instagram because something's being taken from us that's worth value to somebody that is paying.
Right.
And I realized that that engine was backwards. It wasn't benefiting me. I wasn't making any money off of it. There's a lot more ways to be efficient. And SnapCall was the brainchild of Amadeo Tolentino, who realized that text was the way we should be running our businesses. So in a nutshell, SnapCall is the first app for the modern day hustler that allows you to fully run your business from soup to nuts via text.
Wow. Wow. And I like, when I saw that everything through communication was through texting, I was like, that's so true, because as much as I love social media, you're kind of not talking to one person. It's really not very intimate or personal or anything like that. So what would you say? Would you agree with that? Of course, like what makes it so different from social?
Well, you nailed it on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Social media is a broadcast system. It's like a megaphone. It's one person screaming out to many, hoping a handful of people hear you and respond. But that's never the way you sell. Selling is a very specific thing. And to illustrate that most simply and effectively, if you were to look in your email box right now, you have some unread emails that you've been saving. If you look in your DMs on all your various social media platforms, you have a lot of DMs you haven't seen yet.
Right.
But if you pick up your cell phone right now, I would wager the only messages that you haven't seen are the ones that may have come in while we've been talking. Right. And you haven't been able to look at your phone.
Yeah.
Text is the way we do everything that matters in our life. It's the only authentic way. If we were talking to our parents, our spouses, our kids, our co-workers, where we actually get paid, it's always via text. Social media is not personal. It's not authentic. And most people don't submit money across social media to buy goods and services. You might meet on social media, but then you transfer over to text to pay, or use somebody's PayPal and ship through a different method. All that's very time consuming and expensive. The other thing that's inefficient about social media, before I get to what's great about SnapCall, is I'm one person. I wear a lot of hats. I play roles for a living, but in my real life, I'm always just Brian White. That's not how the world looks at me, but as a person trying to run one business, maybe I have acting business, maybe I have a soup business, maybe I have a shoe business. They're all from one person. So I shouldn't have to have a Twitter account and a LinkedIn account and a Facebook account, which asks me to be conservative and professional on LinkedIn, a little bit more sexy on Twitter, and then full on, you're a fun person on Instagram. 3 different personas for one job. All we're on social media for is to connect and engage with each other. And it's a very inefficient way to do so. So SnapCall, you're always representing your purest brand, yourself. Everything goes straight through your phone number. You own the data, unlike social media, which is, it's their data. It's not your data. And you own the number. You're not renting or leasing it or getting it free from us. And then where the cost comes in, for the first 3 months, it's going to be free. When it's fully priced, it'll be under $20 a month.
Nice. Okay.
It's, and the reason you pay for anything is you own the data. You can't be anything that's free is because you're the product, right?
Yeah.
We're not the person buying, we're the person being sold in standard social media. And in SnapCall, this is purely a tool to help efficiency.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of my biggest fears. Well, I know so many people are doing different things with Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, what if one day it just disappears? Does that just mean your contacts are gone and your leads and like your connections, all of a sudden it's just gone? So
think about it. Think about it.
Scary. Yes.
You don't pay them, so they have no obligation to you. If their servers, which, Zoom crashed a few weeks ago, and we couldn't get on Zoom for about 2 days. If you had your big business meeting and Zoom was your only option, you lost some money that day.
Yeah.
And God forbid if Facebook or Instagram crashed and didn't come back up, they're not beholden to us. They're not liable to us. If we lose everything on that site, they don't have to give it to us back.
Yeah.
So You know, you got to think about that, especially for those of us that have really made a huge effort to put our stores and get all of our images just right for our storefront on Facebook so people can see stuff. It can go away tomorrow and all that time's gone. And then where do you put it?
Right, right.
That's what SnapCall is addressing. You know, the army of one, the solopreneur that doesn't have this big support team that's doing it by themselves, and gives them all the tools they need to elevate.
I like that. And another thing I noticed, like even when I was looking just at the QR code and everything, was the simplicity of it. It's like, yes, it's like you snap it. I was like, wow. And who knew you had like a LinkedIn and everything? I'm like, it's all at the click of a button. I love that.
So this is my phone number.
Okay.
424-352-8505. This is also my QR code. So this is live.
Okay.
So if you were to hold up your camera right now, your camera would recognize this, and a link would open.
Nice.
Right? That's the new way to put my number into your phone book.
Got it. Okay, nice.
So show them that link.
Yes, here it just popped up, literally.
That's my link of links. So do you see that? That's every store that I have right now. I'm not even in the same space as her. We just did this over our cameras, right?
Yeah.
I don't need a website. That's 50 websites. And each one of those you can buy with one click. So that button, Shop Social Scenes, I have a whole mall. There's 75 products you could buy right there with a button.
Amazing.
The third one down that says book me, that goes directly to my bookings manager. So that's like usually how you would, you want a one-on-one mentoring session, you want to host a club, you want me to do a birthday party, boop.
All of it.
Gentrega gets the message, you just tell them what you need, you'll book me personally. If you need anything, book me for acting, my agent's there.
Yeah, and even for like influencers and people in the creative field, I'm sure this could be a good way. I know we're kind of moving away from business cards and everything like that. So now it's just all, in one place. Was that simplicity? Was that done on purpose just for everything to just be less? Yeah. Okay.
Well, if you think about it, look at your Twitter or your Instagram. The point is to be a captive inside their system. So if you're in Instagram, you and I are communicating in Instagram. They want to do everything they can to keep us from accessing LinkedIn or Facebook. It's not the same. Well, Facebook and Instagram is one company, so they make it a little bit easier. But like to go from Instagram to LinkedIn is, you'll suffer a couple broken links because they don't want you to. They'll shoot you to the wrong place. Then you'll have to re-enter it to finally get there. That's who has time to do all that. That's a game being played against you. In SnapCall, we put all of your links in one area. We want people to see all of you and realize it's one person that does multiple things. That is a sales tool. Social media is not a sales tool.
Right. I'm learning that the hard way, so I appreciate that. How do you feel like this can really help like budding entrepreneurs and creatives who are maybe just starting a business, or even like, use the pandemic to start something new? How do you feel like this could help them?
Well, here's an easy example. If you're trying to start a business and you're using social media right now, the biggest detriment is you don't even know who these people are. Nobody uses their real name. Everybody has to have a different name on Instagram than you have on Facebook, than you have on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you share those same contacts, so your phone book gets split. The bigger problem there is you do not own that data. So that data is owned by Facebook, Instagram. With SnapCall, you own it. You'll have a record of it. So example, with my SnapCall phone book, one of the things I can do that with SnapCall that I can't do with a regular number, here's 3 things. 1, I can sort my phone book. So let's say I look through my contacts and I'm hosting a club in Atlanta on Saturday night. And I say, I would like to send a text to all the ladies that are going to come to the club that are 21 to 65 years old and buy them a drink. In my textbook, I can say, ladies in Atlanta, Georgia, in that area code, send them a coupon for a free drink. Boop, it shows up as you walk through the club. I can also, if you have SnapCall, set geofencing so that it says when their car gets within a mile of the club, text them a coupon for free parking on me.
Yeah, that's a lot more personal.
Little value added things. So like you're just driving, and because you have SnapCall, all of a sudden you get a thing because I invited you to a party, and my phone automatically sends you a coupon that pays for your parking. Thank you for coming to my party. Here's 2 drink tickets. I don't even have to talk to you. I can get it outside. The old way, if you were going to host a party, you'd have to pull up, find the guy or the girl that was helping me run the party and get the passes, and then find the bracelet.
Outside.
No, SnapCall can automate all that.
Got it.
There's much more, like if it's my barber and I use it. It reminds me of when my appointments are. I pay her for half of it in advance. If I cancel, she already got half her money. She's not worried about cancellations anymore because I made all her clients go through SnapCall.
Nice.
She gets her money beforehand. You cancel on her, that's your loss. You lose half your money.
Wow, wow. And so if somebody, like, when they see this and they want to go and they want to get their number, how's that process? Is it simply the QR code? If they want to start like right now, what would they do?
What you would do right now, SnapCall is live in all the app stores, but it's by invite only.
Okay.
So we're trying to roll it out. So
Okay.
what you would do is text me on my number. So
Got it.
you just hit me 424-352-8505.
Okay.
And text me #join.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay. Nice.
And then I can put you on the advanced wait list, so I can get it to you within these next 3 months. You'll be in our beta test group. And then hopefully I can come back in 3 months and be live with everybody, and we can get the networker number too.
Exciting. Okay, so I'm doing it too because I want to go ahead and add it.
So it's just #join to my number. So there's lots of hashtags. So I'm on the phone. I'm on with you right now.
Yeah.
Not touching my phone. So if you text #join, you'll be able to sign up for our wait list.
Nice.
If you text me #connect, you get what you just got, my link of links. That's all the ways you can connect with me, buy, book me, engage. If you text #promo, you'll get our commercial.
Okay.
So if people want to know a little bit more about it, go to 424-352-8505. That's my phone number again, and text #promo. You'll get a commercial. You'll be able to see everything right there. It'll be sent right to your phone. And then #hustle is my hustle story. My story about how I got involved with SnapCall, why I thought this was a good idea, and some more explanation of what it does for you.
Got it. I saw hustle like all over the site. So tell me, why it's hustle? And I saw you're saying we're changing the wording. I was like, okay, this seems to be the theme. So why hustle?
Yeah, I'm a 70s baby. So, hustler was very, it was a slang term for somebody that wasn't doing it straight and narrow, that wasn't legal. And now a hustler is the person that's using all the leverage they can, all the legal advantages to elevate, doing it like the government does it.
Yeah.
All right, like the billionaires do. So I wanted to take the stigma which had been assigned to us, our community, hustlers, and make it a positive term for people that are doing it for by self, without any help, to allow them to elevate their hustle. I wanted to demystify and make it less of a derogatory word because it's been aimed directly at us. And this is a tool that's, it's minority majority. We're Black founded, myself and Amadeo Tolentino, who's from Boston, Massachusetts, by way of Cape Verde. Nice. Created this. He's our tech guy. So the guy, sitting behind the scenes, pushing all the buttons, in this instance is a brother. And I'm the guy, talking about it on the news. So it's minority majority. And our first motivation was connecting our community. When we saw Zoom go down a few months ago, and then when we saw the Capitol get stormed, I was like, next time there is an outage of the way people can communicate. I mean, they kicked our president off and put him on Parler. He couldn't even communicate. Yeah. Next time, if my community has SnapCall, they can't take us down. It's not their service. I need a way that we can connect and make sure that we can stay connected no matter what. And that was the first thing. Second thing was COVID protections built in. There's COVID screenings. We can do geofencing, so we can contact trace and all things inside the app. Eventually, but it's disproportionately affecting us. So again, I wanted to get another tool inside people's hands that helps us combat what's going on. And the third thing is, with every social media or tool out there, you have to be a subscriber to access it. I have SnapCall on my phone. You can use your regular phone and text me right now. You do not need SnapCall to use SnapCall. Now, if you want the benefits on your phone, then you do have to download SnapCall. But the other thing is, I didn't want everybody to have SnapCall to benefit, from SnapCall. So you can try it out with just me. You like it, then download it.
That's good. So a lot of times when there are different products and stuff, it seems like, okay, I have to immediately get it. And you want to kind of use it and work with it before. So it makes it seem even more like, okay, this is valuable. They're looking out for me, that kind of thing. So that's really cool.
Yeah, the hardest thing in the world is to get somebody to download a new app. So we wanted to let people be able to engage with us over SnapCall before they even had to download the app.
Right. And I love that, you mentioned this is like for our community, because I mean, this is some place that we're not usually really represented too much in tech, so how has that process been, even getting it, into this industry and doing different things? Was that hard, like as a Black man, just in general? Because I know this is a place that we're not usually represented. So just curious what
Well,
that process was like.
I mentioned briefly that before, when I was playing after football and before acting, I was a stockbroker.
Yes.
So the gentlemen that have helped me, the team of gentlemen that have helped me finance this,
Right.
Amadeo and I finance this, are also minority majority. So we got a bunch of Wall Street brothers helping us make this happen.
Right.
And the mandate behind all of it is to help level the playing field,
Yeah.
for folks that look like us. So, it wasn't easy, but if you find a group, there's strength in numbers, and all of us have the same, thought in our mind that it's been too long that we haven't been able to level the playing field. And here is a pandemic that seems to be tilting the field even worse in the direction it was already going.
Right.
So the people with the money, that they're not able to go to their jobs either on Wall Street. So they're home thinking about, how do I level the playing field for myself? And the unanimous idea was that Snap Call, being minority majority owned, we have everybody sitting at home right now. There's only 14% of us in the country. If we can motivate and get together, we can get this out to everybody for free over the next 3 months. And then before the next thing that happens, they won't be able to take our ability to organize, because we just saw, if somebody feels threatened, they will take away your ability to organize.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna do that to us if I have some
Yeah.
say.
Yes, I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock about everything that happened. But I also have to ask you, just in general, because a lot of people that read the blog, are people in the creative field or people who are trying to be entrepreneurs. So, as you said, you're hustling, you're doing so many different things, and, you're successful. If you could give, just a piece of advice to someone who maybe wants to be an actor, or maybe not even necessarily an actor, just someone who wants to be an entrepreneur and is kind of trying to build their own brand and create their own legacy in that way, what tip would you give them, or advice?
Well, here's one thing I will say. One of the things that I do on Snap Call is I realize that sitting with somebody and then just having some time is a really big benefit. And a lot of people started asking me, do you mentor? And I do. I'll do those sessions, and they pay you to fly out and do them. It's not a lot, but you got to get from A to B. But with Snap Call, Amadeo said, why don't you do private mentoring one-on-one sessions, for an inexpensive fee, about all topics. I'm a corporate advisor. I'm a CEO. I'm the president of some companies. I have the background. So that's one of the things you can do. If you text me, #book me,
Nice.
you can book me for a one-on-one 10-minute session.
See, y'all getting some tea
To
right
talk
now.
about whatever it is you want to
Okay.
talk about. I literally, when I'm sitting in airports or train stations or whatever, people are like, can I talk to you? And I realize that's something, I always had somebody's ear to pull on, so I want to give that back. So that's one of the services that I offer right now. So if you go to my Snap Call, you can #book me, and we can just set aside, we can schedule at your convenience, 10 minutes where you can ask me whatever, and I'll give you my best advice.
Okay, that's really helpful, because I wanted to write this up, but I also, of course, want to share this to YouTube and everything. And I think because I always hear questions like that. How do you find a mentor? How do you take time, get on people's schedule? So the fact that you're actually just giving people that opportunity through the app is amazing. So I'm sure, I really hope people take advantage of that, because that could be a really growing, a way to grow.
And honestly, the number one way to get somebody to mentor you is to show your interest and your proficiency in what they're an expert at. It's show and prove. If a great basketball player sees a young basketball player that's trying their darndest, right? But there's just something missing, they can see that effort. And it's the effort that makes them go, you know what, if you do this, you might have a better result. But anybody that's just sitting around looking for a handout, and not putting in that effort, most of the best of the best, the Michael Jordans or the Kobes are just going to keep walking. Right. They don't see that hunger, that fire. Yeah. And it's always that thing. I don't care if it's Bill Gates or Michael Jordan or Kobe. They all have that fire. They want to win.
Exactly.
And that's the first thing, so if you want to win and you're willing to, sign up for my Snap Call and reach out to me, I'll reach back and spend the 10 minutes with you, giving you anything that's in my mind and my experience to try to help you. Because that's what we're here for as humans.
Nice. I think that's going to help a lot of people. And then, you know, finally, I have to ask, you know, I know we're always looking for your movies and the content. So what we got going on? What can you tell us?
I'm the president and co-founder of a movie studio and a television network. We'll launch in February, so we got that coming. We'll be on Roku and all the apps. You'll be able to see us.
Yeah.
And my new movie, Dear Frank, that I co-directed, is out now on Urban Flicks.
Yes.
Claudia Jordan and Columbus Short.
Yes.
And I am making, with my father's basketball coach, my father's story with my sisters, and my coach, his coach's story, which is the prequel to Glory Road. So we're developing that now. So I'm doing a lot of writing.
Oh, nice. That's fun.
Yeah. So that's what's going on right now.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to checking out all the new films, and also I'm excited to try out Snap Call. Hopefully,
Please.
so I can start using it for my projects too. I'm excited.
One more again. Let me make sure that's centered. 424-352-8505. That's 424-352-8505. That is my personal cell phone number. Please text me. You can text #AddMe to join my phone book, #Connect to see my link of links, #Hustle to get my hustle story, and #Promo to get the video so you can see what's what.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to check it out myself. So I hope everybody else
Thank
does too. Thank you so much. I always feel like I could get some gems when I speak to you. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Take care. Thank
Bye,
you.
you too.
Bye.
Girl, I was speaking and still on mute. Thanks, Kirby.
Thanks, Latoria.
No problem. Let me know if you need anything else and where it's gonna post and all that good stuff.
Okay, I should definitely a week at the latest.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.